Hello, comrades. I'm the man with the velvet voice, Johnny D, and you're listening to the Team Derek podcast with Shaun and Connor.
It's podcast time with you and
Hello.
me. You and me, Connor.
Hello.
Hello.
Me and you.
Let's you and me.
Smiling. Me, I'm. That's me what I'm doing.
Smiling me, Right, this isn't a topic, so I'm going to just jump straight. It is a topic, but it's not actually a question topic. I just wanted to tell you about it. So, because I was on that comicsology thing, you get like the comics and shit, like the boys, and I was like, oh, Amazing Spider-Man's on there. Oh no, it's Ultimate Spider-Man. And I was like, I wonder if it's got that one I bought in America on there. So as a kid, I went to America, and at the time, I was obsessed with Spider-Man, like the 90s cartoon and everything. And I went on the Spider-Man ride, and there was like a gift shop. I was like, you can buy one Spider-Man comic. So I picked one at random, and I think it was Ultimate Spider-Man issue 45, because I remember the cover.
Yeah.
And so I got back to the hotel and read it. The entire comic was about Aunt May and counselling. And she was talking to the counsellor, and she was like, all it was Aunt May worried that Peter and Gwen Stacy were having sex. And I was like, to this day, I'm like, of all the comics in that massive wall, why did I pick the one that was it? The front cover was just Spider-Man as well. It wasn't like Aunt May.
What issue was it?
It was their Ultimate Spider-Man issue 45. It should be like an orange cover with like Spider-Man kind of looking up at the camera.
Yeah.
You could probably find panels from it. It was just all Aunt May talking to some therapist or counsellor. And it was like, to this day, I was like, just literally of all the ones there, I picked that one.
You're a little idiot.
I didn't know.
Did you not like flick through it beforehand?
No. I was like, this comic cover looks cool because it's kind of 3D, and then I was like, oh, I don't know. I should have skimmed through it, but at the same time, I shouldn't have to. Why should like I expect a Spider-Man comic to completely be about Aunt May talking about her personal problems to a therapist with no action in it?
I want to try and find some of the pages from it now.
Yeah, you could probably find like a few panels, like I said. You might even be able to find the whole, because they were only thin comics. Might be able to find like the whole issue thingy. I've got a follow-up. I think this one is a question one. You ready?
Yes.
So Travis Scott got his own McDonald's burger. If Sando got his own burger, what would be on it, and what would it be called?
Oh, fucking hell. What's he always rave? It'd probably just be like some fucking shit steak.
Weed on a bun. Yeah, it'd be some shit steak with like
steak and shed.
Yeah, steak and a nugget of weed on top.
Or is the nugget of weed on top of the bun? Just like
on like a cocktail skewer. Yeah.
What would it be called? No.
I don't know. The mansplain.
I was thinking of that, and then I was like, "Oh, do you make mansplain into a burger?" Because like the mansplain burger just sounds shit.
Yeah. The way you'd sell it as well, though, like you have to go on and on and on, and like making it sound more complicated than it actually is.
Yeah, until the person ordering it just changes their mind, and they're like, "Do you know what? Fuck it, I don't want this burger."
You know what? Because I don't even want to be here. I'm leaving. It's just going to KFC down the street.
I just don't want to be alive after listening to this. Because you know what I mean, burger.
Oh my god! Yeah, that would be a
pile-on burger.
It says what's in it, and like in between every ingredient, do you know what I mean? It's like, yes, I know what steak is. No, but you know what I mean, though. Yeah, we all do. It's not complicated. What have you been watching lately?
I mean, it's the topic at the end.
Yeah,
so
that's
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and The Sixth Sense, which I forgot a lot of already because I was nearly falling asleep through it. Not because the film was shit, just because I was so tired.
That's a film I've seen a few times. Don't remember much of it besides like the main
Yeah,
quote.
not much happens really, but it's not a shit film either. It's
Yeah,
just like, yeah, I give it like 3.5
it's
on
a film that you're like,
Letterboxd.
yeah, this is a film that was just made to be shown on TV so much.
Yeah,
That's where I mostly watch it. That and Signs.
did make me laugh though when the little girl's like in his little blanket fort and she just throws up everywhere, and he screams and like runs out. It's like, oh, she's just been sick and you've screamed in her face and run away.
She probably feels really embarrassed. I don't think she wanted to do it.
It was like proper doorsy throw up though, where it just like
Falls out.
falls out. Yeah, there's no like force behind it. Just bleh,
Yeah, I've
all
been
down
watching
herself. Idiot.
JoJo as well. I'm still making my way through that Chris Chan documentary. You know, the YouTube one?
Yeah,
Like Gino, I think it's called. And it's
the
like,
campo.
at the time of writing the subjects, the fucking topics, it was like 43 parts long. And like, in total time, probably way over 50 hours.
Yeah,
And you have to take breaks because it's so mentally and emotionally draining. Like there's some episodes where you're just listening to him get bullied for an hour and like him having a breakdown. You're like, this is horrible. And then you just go to watch King Cobra and you're like, finally some wholesome sadness. It's not really wholesome. He's being evicted.
I was gonna say his whole life isn't really that wholesome.
You got evicted because they can't put anyone in the flat above his because his place stinks so bad it's made the upper
Jesus
flat stink.
Christ.
It's because he's doing like he's spray painting his wands indoors.
Yeah,
He
everyone's just constantly whiffed.
he used a blowtorch to like light a cigarette next to paint cans and shit. And he's uploading all
A
this on.
massive explosion.
Yeah, it's just a very weird individual. But I do hope for his success. And there was all those people like doxing him and like they're trying to like become his mate so they can fuck him over to like get him worse. And it's like, no, that's like he needs to be like this exhibit that we don't really we just let him do his own thing. He's weird
Just
enough.
observe,
Yeah.
Like Kev's Cabs, like he's fun to watch, but like when that guy doxed him and everything, it's just like
Yeah.
a cunt move.
Like it's like going to the zoo, finding a gorilla that's not doing anything, and throwing a tennis ball at his head. Like you just if it'll do something eventually, but you don't want to be the fucking you don't want to feel like you have to kick it up the ass.
It's like the Tim Burn thing as well. Like he probably would have hurt someone.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
he was just mad. Like, so imagine if more people were going to his house and like pissing him off more.
yeah.
Probably would have stabbed someone.
Yeah, for his like in his head, it would be completely for his own safety. Speaking of that thing though, the Spider-Man one before, I was just thinking, apparently that comicsology's been around for a while. And I'm half expecting one day to just see Marvel or DC have took all this shit off of it.
Yeah.
Because it's mad that, like...
DC have laid off more artists, haven't they, for the comic stuff?
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I only find out that shit because I follow, like, loads of art now on Twitter, and everyone's like, I like it.
But I don't know. I'm surprised Marvel haven't took their stuff off yet, because they've got their own digital comic store. Like,
yeah.
So it feels weird that they'd have it on like a competitor's. DC, at least they haven't got an equivalent of that yet, I don't think. I might actually pick up like some Ultimate Spider-Man comics on there, and if I get like, which means I'd obviously have to read that issue again, so I'll be able to send you some shit from there. But
can't wait till the therapy pages start.
Oh, it was fucking boring. I know I had it for years as well, and I kept going back to it as I got older, and expecting it to be like better, and I just didn't appreciate it. And I was like, nope, it's still at me in therapy. And because, like, obviously, as a kid, there's no one like I didn't just think to get them online because it's like 2003, so I didn't know the lead up to it or what happened after it. I just knew in this one issue that fucking Aunt May was in therapy.
It's good she's in there, but I mean, you don't want a full fucking comic of it.
Yeah, it should have just been
like for you as well. It would have been so out of context because it was the only one you had, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, I had no other Ultimate Spider-Man stuff, so I didn't know that whole saga, like the whole
That was
era.
your like first look into it. So it's just sad.
I was 7. I just had to count it. I was 7 reading that. And I was like still on a high from like coming off out like Universal Studios, ran there just to read it, and I was just fucking. I'm surprised I didn't cry. Oh yeah, the Sicky Bin Shed saga. Should
Oh
probably
no.
mention this before. I've already forgot quite a few details, but yeah, for a while in work, I think I was messaging you through all of it that
Yeah.
like the bins just weren't getting taken. In particular, the like the orange hazmat bins, and for like a good 2 weeks, the bin shed that like is the first room I go in, like because that's the way we come in. We have to go through there. It was
Yeah.
starting to smell of like warm sick, and it was getting worse and worse for 2 weeks. And like, as soon as they did take the bins, it was gone just 100%. And I'm convinced one of the bags had like snagged and like
Yeah,
leaked.
I remember the video you sent me. It was like the front facing camera, you putting a bin in. As soon as you lean like over the bin, you just go.
It's fucking horrible. Because like it was like so bad that it wouldn't hit you right away until
What
like
did it smell like? Cheese.
it actually did have a bit of that in it. That's
That's
just
the
random.
guy from that video. He was putting all the cheese in the bin.
Why would he store it in there?
I don't know. He
That's such a
thought no
bad
one was
place
gonna
to.
find it in there.
I mean, he's right, but that's probably because no one expects someone to be storing food in a fucking hazmat bin. I mean, I say that as if work hasn't fucking used that exact same bin to carry baby shower stuff upstairs.
Yeah, that's not it, chief.
But another little time. That's what I'm going to call these ones that aren't like questions, just stuff to fucking be like, oh yeah, that was what was going on when we recorded
Yeah.
this. Sando nuking our 7 Days to Die server.
Is this when his PC fucked it? Yeah.
Yeah, like we had the entire, like it was the one we had the concrete
Didn't he
perimeter.
he just announced it so casually as well? He's like, oh, by the way,
Yeah, I was like, do you mean
that's
that?
corrupt.
I was like, what the fucking well would I spent a real like IRL hour digging a moat while you did nothing?
Yeah.
And then we made the concrete wall, basically
That
fortified
was the
everything.
night where you stayed up till like 7 a.m. on it or
That
something,
yeah,
wasn't it?
that's
It's not gone
mostly
to
what
bed.
I was doing. I was building the moat, helping them like do all them sniper towers with spotlights, either the electrics. Built
Yeah.
like catwalks everywhere just for it to just go. I don't think I'd ever trust a server with him like hosting again, just because I don't know. It feels like fucking knocking a platform out from underneath you. It's just gonna go eventually.
I tell you, big yawn with the
Yes.
Minecraft one. We just rented one.
Yeah.
Because at least then, like, you don't have to wait for the other person who's hosting to come on and want to
Yeah.
play the game. That's why I don't really host stuff, because I get so bored of games quickly.
How much was the Minecraft server?
£8 a month, I think.
I might want not just, probably just next year. I might look into just getting it.
I just
So
had
we
a thing,
have
then I was like, that's a bit fucking far away. And I was like, no, it's not.
It's
Shit.
next month. Well, no, 2 months.
Yeah.
The Nvidia 3080 debacle.
Oh.
Fucking just scammers buying it all.
They don't even exist.
Like, I just don't understand
We
how.
fabricated the whole thing.
I just don't get how, like, if you had a bloop, then that was Songman
Yeah.
leaving. But yeah, I just don't understand how a company that does what they do, like make graphics cards and everything,
Like the lead is in that as well. Like
and
up to now, anyway, I think AMD are gonna catch up with this.
the AMD. This is
As long as
AMD's chance.
AMD have stock, I think.
Yeah,
Then they'll catch up.
it's like the PS5 thing. Like Xbox
Yeah.
could have took the lead on the PS5 thing because they were able to get Xboxes out to loads of people, except the
Yeah.
fact that they fucking named it the way they did. Like
Xbox Series X, the box of return.
Xbox Series X is that is the new one in it.
Yes.
Okay.
I sounded really confident about
Yeah,
that.
you did definitely. I trust that voice tone. But yeah, the fact that you're
Yeah,
making
it is a series.
graphics cards and you didn't put a fucking capture thing on your site
Yeah.
to verify it was humans buying it. Like, obviously, with a capture, you're still going to get things that can
Even
bypass
with the
it.
scalpers, though, they didn't seem to have much stock, I don't think.
No, if you think about it, like, even like influencers and everyone was struggling to
Yeah,
get it. The people who were like known for like being able to just get shit before
yeah.
consumers. Like, I know PS5 had a similar situation, but
Because
like,
there was another thing as well about like not giving like the like stuff like Gigabyte and Isuzu make cards
yeah,
as well with the custom coolers. Like they didn't have enough time to like properly develop their stuff for the PCBs and everything.
Mm.
So they had to rush some stuff, and apparently that's why they're having some problems as well with like capacitors and shit.
MSI had having quite a few
Yeah,
problems.
it's a scalpy bum. Just a scalp.
Factory did a burn down, didn't it? Was it a factory?
I don't know. I remember you telling me, but I didn't look into it.
Pretty sure it was a factory. I don't know if it fully burned down. I just know there was a fire.
Oh yeah, PCB factory caught fire. It was the new 3080 overheating.
Just the one.
Just the one GPU, actually.
Speaking of problems or shit like that, did you see the Ubisoft Montreal thing last night?
Is that the hostage thing?
Yeah, I was hearing like mixed shit. I knew for a fact it was definitely something to do with a gunman, but then I heard it was a
Yeah.
robbery that turned into a hostage situation. They were on the roof. All that was in the comments instead of like
Oh,
context.
it was the Guardian said it's a hoax 14 hours ago. It was a hoax call.
Oh,
So the police and everything did go out there, and they thought it might have been, but
yeah, because I saw all like the corner off the street. I saw all the employees on the roof. I heard that they called in the rob. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, that was very confusing. Because, like I said, I was looking for context, and all I was getting was people saying it's like Rainbow Six Siege. I was like,
yeah.
I don't understand what's going on. Like, what's a meme and what's real? Yeah, no, I didn't see the host. To be fair, I haven't looked at it much today. Last I saw, it was still ongoing when I went to bed, I think.
Yeah.
Who is Arthur Kenwright?
Is this the man you made up?
I didn't make him up. I swear to God, my granddad knew someone called Arthur Kenwright. And then I asked my granddad, who's Arthur Kenwright? Because his name's been stuck in my head for months. And my granddad was like, I don't know anyone called Arthur Kenwright. I never have. Asked everyone else in my family, they didn't know who Arthur Kenwright was. So then I'm thinking, hang on, is Arthur Kenwright someone like...
The only Ken Wright is Bill that I can find, like, when you Google it.
No, it was... And I was like, in my head, I was like, okay, is this something Connor or Sando have told me, like someone called Arthur Kenwright? He's just
I'm
got a
sure
really...
we've talked about this in a podcast, you know.
We've talked about this multiple times out of
Yeah.
podcasts. There's someone out there called Arthur Kenwright, and without Facebooking him, I know I need to find him. Because I don't know how his name's got stuck in my head. It's such a person's name, if that makes sense. Like, it's just someone you in your head. You like, once you hear that name, you swear to God you know someone or have seen someone called Arthur Kenwright. And I feel like he was a local at a pub.
It probably was just some like local drunk. You've like, I don't know. Your granddad's probably mates with them, like you said.
Like I tell you about the death board in the
What's that?
Hawthorne pub.
Oh, I thought you meant the Jollies where the guy fell off the thing.
Oh no, that's the wall, the Humpty Dumpty
Yeah.
wall, the little plaque to commemorate him falling off. But yeah, no, there's in the Hawthorne. There was a death board that's just like like
Oh,
locals.
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember you
locals
telling me now.
who have died, and there's a guy. Me and my granddad know on there, some Irish fella, and he was on the death board, and he was on there for like 2 weeks. And he's like, "Oh, he's dead now." I was like, that's a shock. I mean, he was old, but it was not inherently unhealthy about him. And then my granddad was just in the pub like 2 weeks ago, and the fucking Irish fella walks in, and I would have loved to have seen my granddad's face.
Yeah.
It would have been like,
Be like that episode of Eric Andre where the guy in the drums goes like, "Didn't he die?"
yeah. It's like I would have genuinely thought he saw a ghost, and it turns out he didn't die. I don't know how the news come out that he died to the point where he got put on the death board and no one verified it. But he must have just been that frequent of a
Might just mean dead to that pub. Like as soon as you don't go there for 2 weeks if you're a
Yeah.
local.
Well, I think that because of the people that go in there, if they don't go in for like 2 weeks, you just assume something's wrong with them because they're
Yeah.
always in there.
You're
But
dead to us now.
speaking of ghosts, how about that for the segue?
Oh yes.
Phasmophobia, the game I can say the name of now. What was I used to say?
Probably any other phobia.
Homophobia, the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fucking such
Only
a.
when Sando plays.
It's such a like. I don't know. It's just a game I'm so excited for the future of.
Now I want to play it. You've mentioned it.
Yeah, I
Fancy it
really
over?
do. Yeah, I'll do it like in
Yeah.
a minute.
Listen to that. Just by the time you've listened to this podcast, if anyone actually listens to them apart from me and Shaun, or like maybe
No,
Sando.
just me and you.
Yeah, does anyone else listen?
I
Leave a comment if you're not me or Shaun. and
leave a
you've got
comment
this far.
on the Spotify feed.
No, that's on YouTube, I mean.
Oh yeah, these go on YouTube, don't they?
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my job.
Oh shit, that means I need to whip up a quick MS Paint fucking thing for this, and I'm running out of nicknames to give us.
We'll fucking think of something.
Yeah, pretty sure it will. But yeah, like just so many good things have happened in that game since we got it, and like there's the entire time we've been playing it, there's not been like a major content update.
I honestly thought I'd be bored of it by now.
Yeah,
but
it
I'm
was
still not.
once we all learned how to actually play it, I was worried that like it was gonna get shit.
It wouldn't feel like a game.
Yeah, but it's still even better now that we know what to do.
I honestly think the bugs and glitches and shit still help with it.
Because you never fully know what's
being unpredictable. Yeah.
Yeah, like
sometimes your crucifix just doesn't work, and Shaun will get his head caved in, and I'm just stood there with a torch, like, time to go.
Or like we'll be leaving, and a ghost will appear literally in the door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like? Or like we'll get to the front door like within arm's reach, and it just slams, and your torch starts flashing. And you're like,
Yeah, like I feel like
because it's an open space living room and kitchen.
And the one where we were just nicking everything from the house.
Oh, I'll have to send you the screenshot so you can put it up at this point or something.
Yeah, if you listen on Spotify, it's just literally we'd go in. I don't even remember why. I think we'd done all the objectives and we just started doing it as a joke.
I thought it was because we couldn't get the objectives. We just started nicking shit.
Yeah, maybe that was it. I just remember taking the shit all the way. Like we'd go in the kitchen, and that was fine. Like they were the nearest rooms, but it was as soon as they were all the stuff that we could take out of them were gone, we'd have to start running upstairs to get shit and run back. We had a rule: you have to go in and take 2 things before you could leave. So it was like Takeshi's Castle or Supermarket Sweep, where me and Sando were fighting over picture frames so we can get out. And we did that like quite a few times without anything major happening. And then we were leaving, and like I turned back just as like, because I always turn back like as we leave, and I just see it in this like on the stairs. And
for me, it was
terrifying.
It was when the EMF started going off in the truck, and we were like, like we all just went silent. Yeah,
was it one of the teddy bears that was like?
Yeah, it was the teddy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the picture. Yeah, it's so
I'm looking at the picture now. That's gotta be like 40 items, like just on that left shelf.
It's like the pair of Converse just next to the fucking, what are they called? What are those green ones again? The IR sensors, is it? The infrared sensors.
Oh
where
yeah,
you don't even use them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never used the sound sensors or the IR ones. I've only used them like the normal motion ones.
Emotion. I've used the sound sensors. Oh no, we did use the sound. Remember, we did it the first time we did the high school. We used sound sensors.
Yeah. Did they
But
go off though? I can't remember
no,
if they were.
they
Oh,
didn't. I've definitely never used the IR ones. I mean, I'm glad
Is
they've added a challenge. That one of the challenges is to capture the salt, like a footprint in the
yeah.
salt, because it makes that have more of a reason now. All the stuff that's happened in it so far, and it's not had like any new levels or anything.
We've
Like
actually not played it for like a couple of days now, nearly a week maybe.
it's
And
like
I
the
know
most
it's had an update, I think, or a hot
yeah,
fix at least.
it's like the most consistent game in a long time. We've had that like
We
we
can
can
just
like
jump on it
jump
anytime,
on,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so excited for the future of that game. And that interview the dev gave, where like he's like, no,
Yeah.
he had like the same opinions as we did. Like, doesn't want it to go PvP or
Yeah.
anything. Like, I just hope they keep a balance of fix and stuff while also keeping the unpredictability.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's next? But oh yeah, Borat 1 and Borat 2 retrospective. So we watched
Oh
Borat
fucking hell, yeah.
watched Borat 2 when it come out, and I think then we watched Borat 1 because you're like, shit, we should have watched Borat 1 as well.
Before, yeah.
And then we just made it a double feature. And it's so fucking. 2 was really funny. And then we went back to 1, and I was expecting that to not be as good because I watched it to death when it come out like everyone else.
Yeah.
And it's just. I was fucking like tears in my eyes, crying with laughter. Just parts I forgot. Like.
Yeah.
And then you realize in 2, like they made Borat like a nicer person, and
Yeah, like the thing that surprised me, I was saying to you after we watch it, like Borat's had like a character arc.
yeah.
It's like, and he's become a better person. Like,
And I just think it's funny the way all these like Americans are like getting offended at it because it's the second
yeah,
one was no longer haha man funny accent.
yeah.
Like I'm starting to think that's not to be too controversial, but I think that's not a coincidence that hatred of
Oh,
Borat happens in one where the new enemy of Kazakhstan is the American.
it's that behind the scenes thing I showed you as well, where he's
Oh
having to
yeah,
pull on the trailer door to stop them all getting in. Like,
yeah.
probably
I
killing
hope
them.
like he does
It's
one
the way he runs off stage and he goes bye bye.
he does a little hand thing.
Does a little wave. It's like,
Well, I hope he does like a full documentary of Borat 1 and 2, any footage they have of shit like that.
yeah.
Like there's that one I told you where in Borat 1 where he was in the arena doing the
Oh, was
what's
that
the
the way he
word?
said it? He had
They,
to have a tunnel.
yeah,
Like,
they
to
made like an
escape.
emergency tunnel in the middle of the ring that he could get out in because he was
Yeah.
no way he was leaving that center like just head
Yeah.
uncaved. And I just love to see more of that shit. But yeah, I guess that leads close. That's as close politically as we can to lead into this one about Biden
Yeah.
winning. Still semi pissed off at that because I took a week off work to watch it.
And it took. It was there wasn't any like proper funny memes from the night, like
Yeah,
when Trump did get elected.
and it just took
I mean,
ages because of the
I am
mail
made
in.
up. Trump's not in it, like, well,
Yeah,
in the
the
White
memes
House.
already are being amazing. Like it's such a.
You're
It's
not
just
beating Let's Get Loud though.
yeah, that's the
It still
worst
makes me
because
laugh now.
Let's Get Loud was bittersweet because obviously we didn't want Trump to win.
Yeah,
But the amazingness of just here's these people who were expecting to
crying.
celebrate,
Yeah,
crying, and someone's pressed play on the celebration playlist.
yeah.
So you just hear Let's Get Loud while there's
And it's
people
like zooming
dying.
into like some woman who's crying, like screaming into the air.
Like that's it. Just feels good to be able to laugh at like memes and see the other side having a breakdown and knowing they're not in power anymore. Well, at least over there. But
I just love all the people putting signs up outside the White House and shit now that just say loser.
yeah. Apparently, like there's all articles coming out which are like they start even as secretaries and shit are starting to distance themselves from him. As law
Yeah.
firm have let go of one of the states that he's suing because they just realised it's a losing battle now. Like that article I sent you where he's just eating fast food and stinking up the place, and people are having to fucking perfume it. But since the last podcast, gotten into vinyl, and I realized that there's very few people on Earth that is more annoying than vinyl collectors. It's like such a such a gatekeepy hobby.
I've only been sent like a few things by you, and it's already
It's like,
there's a man I despise already.
Yeah, vinyl eyes.
Yeah,
And there's the whole section that are just more audiophiles who, like, rather than listening to the music playing on the turntable, they're listening to the turntable play the music. It's like, oh, if you're not paying fucking £500 for the turntable, you're there listening to music.
you just oppose Shaun.
I know. Me with my little humble setup, spit
Yeah.
down on me. I've got that second pressing of fucking Macintosh Plus Floral Shop, which collectors say they should never have made because it needs to be, and just everyone. If you didn't get it first time, if you weren't a vinyl collector when that first come out, you shouldn't have another chance. Fucking, despise them. Like, see, for me, it's just because they're easy to store. They sound nice, and I do like the little. It's weird that I like the parts that probably made people jump to see these when they've first properly come out. Like the inconveniences of vinyl, are now looked at fondly. Like the flipping it and like putting the needle down and all this faffing about. It's actually quite nice.
Digital stuff now, I just miss not having like a physical collection of stuff.
Yeah, it is nice with vinyl as well, like the artwork and shit. Like if someone puts a lot of effort into like thinking how they're gonna package it and what they're gonna include with it, like I think the Song Machine one and the Floral Shop are like the nicest looking ones. I mean, I've only got 4 collections so far, but they are really nicely done.
You got a little poster with one, eh?
Oh yeah, the Floral Shop one actually looks quite nice. Don't think I'd hang it up. That actually scared me a bit.
It was a bit painful, to be honest.
Speaking of Song Machine, though, that's out. I don't think that was out when we did the last podcast.
Well, there's few would have been, but not like the full thing.
I think Momentary Bliss and all that had come out.
Yeah.
But
I think that's going to be my album of the year.
What's your favourite songs from it? Mine's number one's Desolate.
Yeah.
And then Momentary Bliss is my second one.
Desolate.
Pac-Man.
It's hard between Pac-Man and the Pink Phantom.
They're really good. I think out of them two, I like Pac-Man a bit more.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, just sounds like vintage Gorillaz. Like, that sounds like something that could be on the first.
Because that's the first one from the album I heard, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I had Momentary Bliss when it was a single, because I didn't know what Song Machine was. I thought they just put out I saw that they put a song out with Slaves.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I haven't heard an album in a while.
Skepta was good as well.
I haven't heard an album in a while before this that I've thought, like, this is an instant classic.
Yeah.
Like, you listen to Desolate and like, Pac-Man.
Even Strange Times as well. Like,
Strange Times
Robert
really
Smith
good.
on, yeah.
His voice hasn't changed at all since, like, The Cure.
Like, that's it. Like, just the features on this are fucking insane as well.
I think that's why I love Song Machine as an idea. Yeah. Like, this suits more than just, like, because it's going to have loads of features. It's not like a regular Gorillaz album where you see loads of features and like,
No, it's got me excited. Like, I'd seen the season 2 thing as well when you messaged me.
Like,
was it in the Fantano interview you said
it
that?
Was,
or
it wasn't Fantano, it was, is it Radio X? The green logo. He just casually drops it in that he started doing shit for it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it'll probably March 2021.
Yeah, I think he mentions like he's doing season 2 in Fantano's interview as well.
Yeah.
But, like, he's not said anything else, yeah.
But just the
I just
Like,
want to see creatures on the next one.
yeah, that's it. And I just want to it's you just listen to this the first time, and you're like, this is a song I know in years. I can tell I'll just be proper nostalgic for and be like, oh, I remember when that
Yeah,
come out.
a bit like feel good and stuff now.
Yeah, it's a very. I was going to say it's a time capsule if it was relevant at the time, but I don't know. I wouldn't say Robert Smith was very relevant these days. It's like a mix of people you see were relevant now and
Yeah,
legends. It's like a really good
just the
mix.
fact that he somehow got Elton John and Black on the same song and it worked as well.
Yeah, that was the fact that it worked. That Elton John was just an animated. That one music video where it was just a GTA 5 machinima was completely
Yeah,
out of nowhere. I think that's another reason I like Song Machine as well, is because mostly the main songs from it all got music videos.
yeah. I just like the fact that it's not like a proper serious music video as well. It's either in the studio and they've just
Yeah,
animated over it, or with the Desolate one, they're going around in a boat.
yeah, and there are strange times on the
Yeah,
moon, just jockeying it about.
I think that's probably the biggest one in terms of production, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Strange
that
Times
looked
one.
really nice when they were going through this weird light tunnel thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looked really nice. But right, here's get into the proper.
the Aries video was cool as well.
Which one was the
Letting a
Aries?
blind. He's where they're both on the little motorbike.
Oh yeah, he gets
2D
injected.
and Murdoch, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
remember that one.
Noodle's just like, why the fuck is 2D riding a bike he can't see?
Yeah. Did you we're going into the JoJo section now. So
Ooh!
as a precaution,
Getting ready to Google shit.
if there is any for some reason people listening to this and you also have not finished JoJo, it's your time to tap out. But
Bizarre Adventure, not Rabbit, as well.
yeah. All right, number one. This is just to lead us into it. How close to being a Joe star is John Joe Shelby?
I mean, he's closer to being Voldemort, isn't he?
But would he be classed as a JoJo? Because his
Yeah,
last name's not Joestar, but neither was Jotaro or Josuke. Whoever's last name was Kujo.
yeah.
Oh no, Kujo. So yeah, maybe. But John Joe.
He just doesn't look the part, really, though, does he?
He'd be like those in between ones that the Joestar lineage that don't get the full on.
Yeah, it'd just be like a quick shout out in an episode that he's
Yeah.
died in some weird way. Like someone found out about him and
Someone caved his head in with a brick. Right, here comes the JoJo retrospective of favourites. Right, who's your
I
favourite?
really wish I'd thought about this.
Who's your
before.
favourite main JoJo? Mine's Joseph.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Probably followed by Jotaro.
Yeah, do you think Joseph would still be your favourite if the old man Joseph wasn't in it? If Joseph from part 2 was the only Joseph you've seen?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he'd still be my favourite just
because of the chaotic fucking nature
and running away.
Like you said with the first episode, you see him and he just whips out a Tommy gun and starts blasting. It's he's not like his father at all.
Yeah, that's a very big difference from fucking his granddad, who was just obsessed with honor and respect,
being a gentleman.
What was your favorite series overall?
Stardust.
Yeah, same. It's just the best mix, I think.
Yeah.
Least, what were you gonna say?
Least favorite, yeah.
Part 1. I did like part 1.
Yeah.
Was it Phantom Blood?
I can't remember the name of part 1.
I think it was Phantom Blood. Because it was the vampire thing. But I didn't mind part 1. It's just when you compare it to the rest. I don't think you should skip it. I don't have great parts to give him, but it's definitely a me thingy. I did like, what was it? Zappelli.
Yeah.
Not Caesar, but fucking...
I messaged you when he came into it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he didn't last too long. So, never mind.
Yeah. Okay, what about favourite location? I've got 2. Mine's all of Mario and Diamond, just because of how established it is, and Death 13's Dream World in Stardust. Saying that though, fucking thingy, the mansion from Part 1 looked really nice.
I'm trying to think of like mad locations they might have been to now.
You didn't really see too much, did you, of Dio's castle at the end of Stardust?
Yeah.
It was all dead dark, that's all I remember about it. And that guy shows up and gets like murked instantly.
Holy shit. I can't think of probably doesn't help that I'm fucking tired.
I don't know, I just like Mario because of like everything. Like the whole of like Diamond deals with like these like landmarks of it and like the history of it and everything like
Where
that.
was it? When Polnareff is like gets caught out by that stand when he needs to take a shit or something.
Oh my god,
Can't
yeah.
remember where they were, but
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're on about. I do know
the
what you're on
whole like
about.
battle in Egypt, like all the locations they went to there were like good because they all had their own little quirks and everything.
Polnareff had really bad luck with toilets, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking pig.
Oh yeah, that was. Forgot about the pig.
everyone loves the pig.
Yeah.
Everyone sings its praises. What was your
until it's your turn to use it.
Yeah, that's true. What was your favorite premise though overall? Like for the CDs?
I think either Diamond or Stardust.
I'd say
So
Golden
probably
Wind.
the same. That's what I meant, Golden Wind.
Yeah. Which one
Did
in
I
place
say
of?
Golden Wind or...
You said Diamond and Stardust.
Yeah, I meant Golden Wind.
Diamonds are still pretty good, like, but I just really like the idea of Golden Winds. Like Dio's son and like the mafia thing.
As soon as I noticed it was the mafia stuff, I was like, that's probably why Shaun likes it.
I just really like that idea. That's just hearing like Japanese people say stuff like Stronzo and fucking all this weird shit.
And fucking cyborg Polnareff just chilling in the Colosseum.
And now he's turtling about.
Turtle, yeah.
Yeah. What is your favourite stand overall?
Probably Death 13. Is that your answer as well?
As a design, yeah. As a design, Death 13 is my favourite. As like overall, I'd say Shine and Crazy Diamond.
Yeah.
Because of the, like I said, the whole like it heals, but it's so fucking violent how it does it, and no one realizes. It's like just punching a hole through his mum. Who's your favorite villain overall? Mine's the Pillar Man.
I still think Dio, just because he's so much of a cunt.
Yeah, see, like Dio, especially like Part 1, Dio is such a complete knob. But I don't know, there's something about the Pillar Men. Like they're this looming threat that have just been brought out of hibernation. But
another stand as well, like Sanctuary or Oasis.
Oasis, yeah.
That's as design goes, like with like this. Is it like stitching on his head? Because it's like it looks like it's meant to be stitching, but like it's so fat, it just looks like rope.
Just like it's just.
And then,
I think like, JoJo's unmatched with designs, whether that's for like location, characters, stands.
Sticky fingers.
The sound design in JoJo's so underrated. I think. Like
like King Crimson as well. Like
the fuck is it? Sheer Heart Attack. The little tank bomb thing, and it does the rattle.
Shit, the automated like thing. Yeah,
it's just
it sounds like a full-on tiger tank on concrete, like from a World War II film.
And I messaged you saying like when you start watching JoJo, like the punch sounds just get more and more like meaty and wind, just like plane noises when you throw a punch. But it's just I just love the sound design in JoJo. What were your favorite supporting characters? I've got a few here. Got Okuyasu.
He was the big idiot.
Yeah, with the weird lines on his head.
Now I'm gonna have to try and remember their fucking names as well. Have you got yours written down?
Yeah. Okuyasu, all of the Stardust Crusaders.
Yeah,
I don't think you can like pick.
Kakyoin probably.
Yeah,
If
it's
I had
hard to
a
pick
favorite
just
from them.
one for me because I instantly my first thought is like Kakyoin, but then I think of like Polnareff and even think he had his moments. Abdul,
Yeah,
like they just work together so well. I just see him
like
as
even
one
Iggy as well, like the dog, like
with the
little.
creepy human eyes.
What was it they used to call him? Little shitty dog or something.
Yeah, usually before booting him. I liked Mister Rohan. Like he
Yeah,
did me head in a lot, but I loved to hate him because he was just so snobby.
yeah. It's like his house is burned down. He's like, I'm not asked.
Yeah, I think that's when I realized I loved him. It's just like that. He's just so like fucking driven and what's the word? You don't fucking what's the word? Stubborn.
I can't think. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
stubborn.
do.
Caesar Sapelli was good. Caesar! And Oreo Speedwagon made me laugh. I wish he was in it
Yeah,
a
and the
lot more.
Speedwagon.
Like, it just casually mentions that he's got this massive company that like can do everything nearly.
Yeah, they're like a global company that are in like I don't know, doing secret service shit as well.
Yeah,
What is it? Like
it's.
at that point, like what
I
even
think
is
they're
it?
just like Bick. They just do everything. Bick and who's the other one that we were all sending shit? Oh,
Oh,
Hitachi.
it's actually
They just do everything. What was your most like unsettling moment through all of JoJo? I've got my one.
is it the Polnareff thing with the fetus? Because
The
that's mine.
fetus
That's weird.
gave me a fear I didn't ever think of.
Yeah.
It was soon it was a conscious fetus outside of the body, and it was zooming into its beady eye like a shrimp.
Yeah.
I was so uncomfortable. I was
'Cause
fucking me head up.
I messaged you after that. I was like, "Is this the part you were on about?" And you're like, "Yep."
Yeah, it just fucked me head up. Something
And
about
it's
it.
that woman's just a nonce as well. Like, who picks up some random kid on the street and takes
Yeah,
him back, gives him takes him back to your house to bath.
yeah, it was definitely
Lady, stop. I mean,
yeah,
Polnareff didn't mind, like, but
yeah. It was yours the fetus one then as well.
yeah.
It was also something I didn't like about like the spawning scissors in someone's throat, trying to like snap
Oh
their
yeah.
way out. Something about that as well was a bit uncomfortable. Oh, I didn't think he
I
quite.
wanted to see more of that character,
Yeah,
Metallica.
was it Joseph that had the thing around his throat, like this ring that was like, was that his throat or his
Oh,
heart?
it was around his heart, yeah, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Was that the Pillar Man who put that there?
Yeah, I think
Was
so.
it Whammo and what's the other one called?
Fuck, Whammo and
Ah, fucking pissed me off now.
shit. What
Cars?
cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was just with a K, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Favorite, and this is the last one because it's the most important one here. Favorite English?
It's good. That's a baseball.
Yeah, I've got two minds. Oh, that's a Birsboo.
Or just like son of the bitch. So-
Baby.
or like let's kill the whole
Beach. Or the ultimate
Actually,
one.
like come to think of it now, there's just too many
Yeah.
in there.
There's for me, it's a tie between That's a Baseball and Go Ahead, Mr. Juster. It's like you managed to say go ahead perfectly fine. I would just say Juster. And this is just a yes or no question to end it off. How good are JoJo OPs? The fucking intro songs. Just very
Yes.
good. Can't be touched. Same for the ending songs as well.
Oh my god, Golden Wind's like first ending song.
Feels so horny.
I knew it was gonna be something weird because you'd message me and you're like, I can't wait for you to hear that, and I'm like,
There's no way you'd have guessed it.
yeah, I was thinking like, is it hype or something? Like, is it actually sick or? And then that came on, I was just like, oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
Especially after that episode where Giorno heals Mister, and he's just
Yeah.
he's sitting over him like with his hand on his chest or something, and then that kicks in. It's like, oh,
It's like, was that the one where he got shot in the head, or are you on about the one where it looked like he was giving him a hand job?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like because all the comments on Crunchyroll are just like the song's finally like
Yeah, it made sense.
usable. Yeah, made sense.
Like, it's just such a weird pick. Like, yeah, it's a Italian mafia JoJo. Why are you using like that R&B song from the 90s?
Yeah,
I
I'm
am
gonna put
just,
that on after the podcast.
yeah, I'm just so glad. Like, it's still going. Like, I know the next one's Stone Ocean. Should probably come out next year. Maybe. I don't know how much COVID's set it back.
yeah, I'm not gonna look into it just in case of spoilers.
Yeah, I know the main Joe star is in it, but that's all I know about it. I don't know any of the stands. I just know who the
Yeah,
main JoJo is in it.
that's another reason I unfollowed that page because they've been posting like artwork from it and stuff.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
some of the stands, like I've just never seen before, and I'm like, it does me head in because I think I forgot them, and I
Yeah.
just haven't. Like,
Have you see? No, wait. What was I gonna say? I don't know what they're gonna do for because Stone Ocean didn't go for too long in terms of the manga. But is it? I think it's JoJo Leon is the one that's still going and has been going in the manga since 2005, 3. And all I can think of is that must have so much shit in
yeah,
it now that like making that into an anime,
I mean,
like
even these, they've quite a lot of episodes, like 39 in Golden
yeah,
Wind.
and you look at like
Stardust was long as well.
yeah, but I hope it doesn't put them off doing JoJo Leon because I know like the JoJo fan base is gonna want as many animes as they can.
Yeah.
We still need to watch the live action Diamond is Unbreakable
Oh god, yeah.
thing. I'd say we might want to get Joe for that, but like I don't know how he's gonna watch along with it because his laptop's fucked.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to ask him about that, and then just get us all on to watch
Well,
Diamond.
Discord does the
Screen share.
screen share audio thing now, doesn't it, on a web browser? So
Yeah, but
that's
remember,
whether he'd want to watch it on his phone or not.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say because I know his laptop screen,
Yeah.
but
But like one of us could just do that, and then
yeah,
if he wants to watch it on his phone.
right. Well, that's all I've got anyway
Yes.
in terms of topics.
I had nothing.
No, don't know, Connie. You made sure you actually brought up the most. What's the word? Time capsule topic, which
Yeah,
was the Biden
the
Trump thing.
Biden. That's true. That's
We had
true.
I had all these topics about like time capsule in it and important topics. I didn't even think to include the fact there's a new president.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll leave it there. We've been
We
recording.
got quite hyped for that election. Like
Yeah, we
more
pretty
than I thought
did.
we would have.
It was very interesting. One with everything going on and shit.
I feel like everything's just more dramatic when it's America though. Like ours
Yeah,
they're a bit boring. Like I still obviously follow it because it's our country.
I think
But
even for we were keeping up to date.
America's
Yeah,
everything's just so over the top.
we were keeping up to date with the Clinton and Trump one, but I feel like this was the first one where I found myself proper going into
Yeah,
like, right, what's this mean? What the fuck is the electoral college? What
yeah.
does this mean? What happens if this happens? And I just come to the conclusion that America's fucked. Like, I just don't understand why they've got to make shit that complicated. Like, over here, our people are stupid and vote for stupid things, but like, we know whether what's happening's happening based on how many people have voted on it.
Yeah.
If so many people vote on one thing, odds are that's what's going to happen. But in America, there's so many factors and like state rules that are independent state rules, and still not fully sure what the electoral college is. Yeah, just moral of the story: fuck politics, watch JoJo.
For politics, go to bed. That's yeah.
Fuck politicians in their beds.
I'd rather not.
You don't have
Most
to
of
say.
them are disgusting, really.
Is the one that you would?
Honestly, don't think so.
I thought you used to have a crush on that Michael Gove. Didn't you have like
yeah. Oh,
didn't you-
massive crush, yeah.
Didn't you have a poster of him?
Yeah, it's a 6-foot poster as well. So it's like full size.
Is he even 6 foot tall?
I don't know. What if he's taller than that and he won't fully fit on the poster?
Just like imagine just you have like a poster of Michael Gove behind you. It's like next to the Berserk poster. You could be a member of the God Hand.
I feel a lot of politicians could, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know how we went from ending it after the JoJo talks to talk about Michael Gove.
Yeah, or like Berserkers, politicians, like being the God Hand. Honestly, politicians are too fucking stupid to be like God Hand.
Yeah.
Like the God Hand are evil shits, but they're not stupid.
I think the God Hand don't hide the fact they're evil either, or try to. At least you know what you're getting with them.
I bet the God Hand would feed kids as well.
Yeah. Yeah, say what you want about the God Hand, I doubt any of them are Tories.
Can we start our own political party? Just call it the God Hand. We'd probably get like a few votes.
We would, but would you honestly, like, what would make it worse? Someone who doesn't know who the God Hand are voting for the God Hand, or someone who knows who the God Hand are voted for the God Hand?
I don't know, actually. Like, I feel if you don't know what Berserk is and you're voting for the God Hand, you're probably into some like mad religious stuff.
And if you do know who the God Hand are and you've willingly voted for them,
yeah,
like we just go
you've
on. We've got
wasted the vote, really, haven't you?
We go up. We've got suits on, but you can just see the bayonet, like kind of tucked away.
It just starts screaming. You're like, oh, fuck.
You put him next to the mic so everyone can hear him.
I'll dress like Slan.
That was a very odd one to just pick right off the bat.
I just thought, I could get me tits out, couldn't I?
You could, yeah. Fair enough. I'll dress
Covered
like.
them with me little wings.
Oh, I forgot. It's my favourite one.
Yeah. I also forgot his name, and I'm looking at him.
Void.
Void, yeah.
Yeah.
Pull your lips back.
More likely though, I'd be Uber. Just a little tiny man. But yeah. Oh
With his
shit!
little swimming goggles.
One thing we forgot. Just to casually mention, Auntie Donna got Netflix series.
He did, yeah. And
very proud of them.
Time to go.
Time to go. Bye.
Yep.
Okay, Connor, I've
So,
ended. You can say that you had the Michael Gove poster now and finished it. You're okay with me mentioning that you had the Michael Gove poster?
Not really, no.
Shit.
Quite embarrassing.
Would you like me to edit that out?
Oh yeah, please, mate.
All right.